name is James. I am an intuitive tarot reader, and this is going to be for the week of January 31st through February 6th. You will be seeing this on Sunday the 30th. Currently recording it, obviously, well before that. Any kind of descriptions or links to anything will obviously be in the description box below. But allow me to shuffle these. I've already shuffled, so I have 2 tarot decks here. Typical Rider-Waite's. Both are kind of like a gold edition. I do have the boxes here in case you're wondering which ones they were. Extremely pretty. And then I have Moonology cards. The Moonology deck by Jasmine Yoland. Oh, sorry, Jasmine Jasmine Yoland. Holy crap. Yeah, Yasmin Boland is actually her name. She's an astrologer through Hay House. But yeah, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this is the first video that I'm ever doing for this series of zodiac signs. So I'm going to do all 12. I'm going to do each month, all 4 weeks of the month. And then, so I'll do 4 weekly readings and 1 monthly reading every single month. I feel like I have to say that. I'm going to say that for all my videos, for my first videos, just so I kind of introducing myself and kind of where I'm headed with this channel. I felt intuitively guided to do this, so I'm doing it. I'm finally putting myself out there. My intuitive abilities have increased. So allow me to start by pulling these cards here. I've already shuffled these, as I said. Okay. Coming out with the Devil card is the overall theme. And I don't read reversals. So if you are someone who likes to watch reverse cards, I'm putting these off to the side for now. Okay, so I got 3 columns here. For some reason, yeah, I was supposed to do 4, but I felt guided to do 3. Okay, so we'll just go with that then. I can elaborate as we go. All right, so anyway, the overall theme here is, and I apologize if you can't see the card too well. I do have lights in the background to help with lighting, but overall theme here for this week is the Devil. So essentially, that's the ego card. All right, so you may be battling things in regards to addictions, things that have shackled you to a certain way of expressing yourself, right? And it deals with the ego, because the Devil is kind of like someone who holds control over the ego sphere of existence, right? So that's the major theme here is, and as we go along, we'll kind of see where it's headed, but pay attention to cycles and addictions or things that you may not be that may be unfavorable to you as a person to possibly free yourself from, right? That's what the Devil represents. First card here is the Ace of Swords. The gold folio may not be as great as I thought it was, but they're extremely pretty cards. All right, so the Ace of Swords represents a new idea, right? And something's being handed to you, and you're going to have to run with it. A new sword to kind of pave the way for yourself in regards to a decision that you're probably going to make. And it looks like you have the Emperor here with that card. So how I read these is top card, bottom card. The bottom card is kind of like an extension of the first card. And then I have clarifying outcomes for each column, right? And I'll show you as I go. So the Ace of Swords, you have an idea. You have something, a new decision, a new, almost like epiphany, right? That's going to come through this week that you are going to wind up taking action on. You know, it's going to create more structure in your life. You may not feel as restricted as before, but essentially and it kind of plays in, I honestly think it may kind of play into the Devil card here, because it kind of makes sense, right? So a new idea, a new way of doing things. It could come through, and this is a mental card. The Ace of Swords deals with the mentality. So it's going to be something that you're going to move forward with in your thinking. And the Emperor card is like the person who takes control. Like he knows what he wants. He doesn't really take no for an answer, and he's going to go for it. So that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And what's funny is I actually believe the Emperor is the Aries. There's a ram here. Makes sense. So yeah, just be mindful of that. Something you're going to take action on, right? You're going to want to. The Emperor gets what he wants. Also, the next row or column here is the Six of Pentacles. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. So the Six of Pentacles is generally giving and receiving of material financial abundance, basically. So it's coming back into harmony. So it kind of seems like you've been going through a period of sadness and sorrow, focusing on, this is the Five of Cups, by the way. Five of Cups represents someone who is focused on the cups or the things in their life that have kind of just went away or kind of like washed away or you have lost, basically. But you still have things in your immediate life that can bring you happiness. You just have to focus on that. But the thing is you've been too focused on the things that have spilled over for you, okay, the things that you have lost. But just know, and I believe it's probably pertaining to money, because the Six of Pentacles here is saying you're going to come back into harmony. All right, there's going to be harmony in what you receive for your physical wealth, okay? So don't get too sad or down about what you have lost, because there is things balancing out for you and coming back into harmony. You are going to receive something that is essentially going to balance things out for you materially. I don't want to say strictly finances, because it can be 100%. That's kind of what I'm picking up on, but because this is a general reading for all Aries, not everyone's going to be looking at finances, okay? So the next one here is the Seven of Cups. All right, that's a pretty cool card to have. That card represents having choices to make. You may not know exactly the choice that you need to make in this moment, because this card can represent clouded judgment in regards to these cups or these opportunities that are presenting themselves. And it could be little things. It could just be things like, you're wanting to buy certain things for a business, but you don't know what to invest in. Or it could be multiple job offers coming in that you may not know which one to choose. That's kind of like the energy that I'm picking up on here. So just be mindful of multiple opportunities, multiple things coming in for you that you will more than likely need to choose on. And it looks like the Six of Cups here. So another balance card. The Six of Cups can definitely represent, it's funny because you got Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups. So it kind of looks like, there could be someone from the past coming towards you that may want to rekindle something, because both of these cards, they're definitely dealing with the emotion. But just be mindful if someone may be presenting themselves to you. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up on with this card. But very emotional times, basically. I'm getting a lot of emotion in this, because there's three water cards, and one pentacle, and one air, and then two major arcana. But it's, anyway, excuse me. Yeah, so there's really not much going on here. Just know that you will have choices to make, and you have an idea coming through that's going to be kind of like the breadwinner here. And as long as you are, trying to stay out of the depression, the sadness of over a loss financially, materially, you will come back into balance. And you may actually have someone here helping you out too. This could be family. This could be someone from the past coming in to help you out. So just be mindful of that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the clarifiers real quick. This is actually going a lot faster than I thought it was going to. The Devil card again. Okay, so the first outcome. So the way I'm looking at these cards are like potential outcomes. Okay, so it doesn't always have to play out this way. It depends on if you're continuing down the same energetic pathway. So if you decide to change your mind on something, these cards will definitely change along with it. But as for now, this reading will definitely show us what we're going towards right now. So the outcome here is Temperance. All right, so the decision that you're making, you're going to wind up moving forward with, is going to help bring in balance. Another balance card, right? That's kind of like it kind of seems like the major theme here. So the Temperance card is like someone who is, this may be too gold foily for you guys, but anyway, so she's got two cups. It's an angel, by the way, an archangel. And she's pouring them, making sure they stay balanced, right? So it's about choosing to do things and change your overall circumstances to be in alignment with who you are and what you wish to do, right? So changing habits and behaviors, like, going to the gym, giving yourself time to relax and kind of clear your mind. Meditation actually can bring in balance for your life. if you're drinking too much, if you are doing other drugs that could be causing you to be out of balance, giving too much time to a significant other and you're not giving it enough to yourself, stuff like that, right? So that's kind of like what this is saying. And I have to be a little vague because there's going to be more people in the Aries zodiac sign. Once again, I said this earlier, but that are going to be coming from different walks of life, right? They're going to be coming from different perspectives, different life experiences. So just keep that in mind. Balance is coming in, and you're going to want to do this because I feel like that's going to help you have more harmony in your life, right? Let's see here. Pay attention to, okay, so what I'm picking up from this is it's another devil card. So you got 2 devil cards here. So definitely some egoic things going on. The way I feel this is if you do receive some kind of material asset, whether it's money, whatever, something in the physical sense, be sure you're using that for something that's actually beneficial. Because if we're focused too much on the devil or the ego side of ourselves and putting that investment or that money into there, then it's not going to wind up doing you any good in the end, right? So that's honestly what I'm getting from that. So this could be a more unfavorable path. I'm not here to tell you what you should or should not do, just how I see it playing out and what might actually help you. I am a certified spiritual life coach, so I do have a little bit of experience on helping people move past their limitations and going towards something that's more favorable for their life, right? All right, so last clarify here, and then I'll draw the Moonology cards. We have the Tower. So over the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, these choices that you have to make, it seems like what's going to wind up happening is that you may be kind of shaken down to your core. That's what the Tower presents, right? Something's going to happen. It could be unexpected, something coming from the past or someone coming from the past. That's going to shake you up. It's going to basically bring you down to your knees, almost metaphorically, figuratively, literally. Who knows? It could literally bring you down to your feet, your knees. I'm sorry, but that's what the Tower represents. The outcome for this row is something you're going to wind up experiencing a sudden shift, and it's going to be a little bit life altering. Not to be kind of scary or fearful with this, because the Tower can definitely help catalyze change, right? That's kind of what I'm getting from the tarot cards. Pretty cool reading. So I'm going to draw a few of these, and I'll show them on the camera as well. Just so you know, Moonology card. Yeah, I love these. I've been using them for a while now, and I vibe with them the most. I haven't found an Oracle deck that I really can just vibe with, and these are a little more straightforward as well. So the first card I pulled is Full Moon in Virgo. Okay, and the key phrase here is you are good enough. So if there are people who are going to be watching this that may not truly believe in themselves or love themselves in order to do what they need to do for themselves, that's kind of like what that actually ties into this reading. Because with the Devil card, it's like most people generally experience, and it could be sexual addiction too, any form of addiction. I'm going back to the Devil card here. When you are addicted to something, it is generally because you are trying to hide a deeper part of yourself that you don't wish to see, right? You're numbing yourself, you're escaping reality. But there's a deeper lesson at hand when it comes to addiction, okay? And it's saying that you are good enough. If someone's been in your life has been trying to tell you that you aren't good enough, that you won't amount to anything, or you're just a bad person, and trying to plant these negative seed in your mind about who you are, but they don't know who you truly are. That's what this card is saying, is that you are good enough. All right, you are good enough. All right, Full Moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Once again, that plays into the previous card I was talking about. It's funny how these cards play out. It always makes sense as long as you can make sense of it. But it's saying, show the world the real you. Stop hiding who you truly are. Stop being someone that you're not for somebody else who doesn't care about you, basically. It's kind of what it's saying. Aquarius is the sign that's unique. It's all about coming into the light of who you truly are. And Virgo is about self-love. It's about taking self-criticism to a more constructive criticism, because Virgo is very analytical, right? So yeah, show the world the real you. Understand and love who you truly are. And then new moon in Cancer, you and your loved ones are safe. So basically, if you're going through a transition right now, which it kind of seems like there is a transition happening, there's going to be a transition happening for a lot of people. But if you're going through a transition right now, and this is a new moon, so that kind of tells me that it is, especially in the home life. Cancer rules the home life. If there's something happening in the home life, or at least something in your life that's affecting your home life, understand that you and your loved ones are going to be safe. You are protected during this time, and that's kind of the key underlying message behind this card. It's like you are going to be safe. So no need to worry, even though we are human beings. We're, somewhat flawed in our nature anyway, right? I would say flawed but unflawed, but just know that you don't need to worry. If you want to, that's up to you, obviously. I still worry from time to time, but I think that part of myself is moving as I get more alignment with my higher self and understanding my purpose and kind of like where I'm headed. I know I'm being guided, and that's all there is to it. As long as you know you're being guided towards something great. So I believe that ends this overall reading. We're at about 16. I keep looking over here because I'm trying to time myself. Anyway, thank you for being here, Aries. I really hope that you got something out of this. This stuff has not happened yet generally, so just be open-minded about when the timing is. It was for the 31st of January through the 6th of February. So just be open-minded. It may not exactly happen next week, but because this is supposed to happen next week, it may happen relatively soon. So take what I said and run with it. All right? So thank you for being here.